What's crack? I'm Big D and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Mad Meerkat Finance DEX. So that's their decentralized exchange. If you wouldn't mind, do me a favor, hit the like and the subscribe. It would really help out the channel. So let's just do a quick introduction to their DEX here, okay? So the main page is MMF.finance. Don't get caught on fake ones. Don't put in seed phrases for your wallets. Just make sure you're on the right one. The safest way to get onto the MMF DEX is through the crypto.com DeFi wallet, okay? So go down to dApps, hit it, link your wallet, done. If you're on the internet or laptops, Internet Explorers, etc., just be careful, make sure you're on the correct URL. So you're going to need Crow, and you're going to need Chronos-based Crow in order to swap in MMF. So link your wallet. Make sure you have Chronos Crow. You get that. You can send your Crow from your Crypto.com app to your DeFi wallet. You can send it in the Chronos chain, or you can send it in the Crypto.org chain, and then you can swap it in the app if it's in the Crypto.org chain. So you have Crow. You've connected your wallet. Now we're going to head over to Trade, and you're going to head down to Exchange. Okay. Now any crypto or any Chronos Crow you have will show up here in the balance. Your Crypto.org will not show here. So any Chronos Crow you have will show here, and this is the coin that you're going to be using to buy. So this is the Crow that you have. Whatever you have in here is what you're going to be spending, and whatever you put down here is what you're going to be buying or trading for. Okay, let's make it easy. I did not hit that. So we're going to say MMF. And we're going to say 25%, that's 10. So 10 Crow will buy you 3.2 MMF today. It's quite cheap from the absolute shitstorm that's happening with BTC and all there in the last day or so. Just hold on, don't panic, and watch what the guys in MMF are having the pipeline. We're definitely going to be back on top in the next days, if not hours. You know what I mean? The absolute... the traffic in the MMF website or the MMF DEX is insane, and the actual community is fantastic and growing by the day. So don't panic, hold, don't sell at a loss, and don't be footing all over the place unless you are a dickhead. So look, this is what we got here. So if you wanted to buy 10 Crow, which is what, about $3 worth or so, you'd go in here, hit 25%, 10 Crow, $3, great. So that's, you would have your MMF, you hit swap, pay the small fee, I think it's 0.2 Crow or whatever it is, and then you will get a transaction notification up here that's gone through. That MMF will now be in your wallet. Okay, so that's how you swap coins. Now there's loads of coins. Again, we have the MMF actual ecosystem coins. So these are all belonging to the actual MMF guys, which is Savannah, MMF, MMO, MTF, not Met, M-Share and MAD. Okay, I believe there's a couple more coming down in the pipelines. Now MAD is been getting huge influx of people. I believe there's a rumor going around that the MMF guys are going to have a game on the metaverse. And you're going to need mad books in order to use the game and swap NFTs and etc. etc. So definitely one to watch in the future. But it's not just MMF ecosystem coins. They have any coin that's on the Chronos network. You can swap in MMF DEX. It's huge. Also, if it's not in here, what you can do is you can go to DEX Screener. You can go to new pairs or whatever coin you want. You can copy the contract and you can just paste it up here. You'll hit paste and it will give you a quick warning saying that it's only been made and there's high risks involved in this. You'll go accept, and then you'll be able to trade that new coin that hasn't even been added to the exchange yet. Okay, so look, that's how you trade coins. Now the next thing you're going to want to know is how to make liquidity provider tokens. Liquidity provider tokens is two coins added together so that it gives the new coin or the lesser coin a lot of liquidity so people can trade and swap. And so if I wanted to buy MMF, I can use my Crow. If I wanted to swap my MMF back for Crow, I can do it that way. You can make liquidity coins out of lots of stuff. But what liquidity coins would you actually make? So you need to know where to put them and what to do with them. So we're going to go up to Earn and Farms. Now this is going to just show us some of the liquidity tokens that they have here. and this is in the farms. This is not where I put my liquidity tokens. I put mine in the vaults. I'll show you that in a minute. But these are some of the coins, or some of the tokens that you can actually make. And look, some fantastic returns here, 300, 400 APR, you know what I mean? It's not exactly small percentage wise or a small yield on your return, but I put mine in the MMO vaults. Okay, so this is another part of the MMF ecosystem. As you can see here on this wallet, I have VVS staked. I have so that's a single MMF, single VVS, single MMO, SVN, MMF. Now when I actually put this in, Savannah actually went down quite a lot, so it was actually over 100,000% APY, and the same goes for M share. That actually when it went down, I invested a lot, so we're at 29,637.52%. It's not exactly small percentage returns. Now remember, the vaults are slightly different. You do not have to auto compound, or you do not have to compound these. So do not claim and restake, because they are all bar one. As you can see here in the MMO, they are all auto. So these auto compound 48 times a day. That's every half an hour. And they also have an exponential growth of your yield return. So after about 90 days, it goes like catatonic, and that's where you really start getting the benefits of your returns. And right up to a year, then that's once it hits 365 days, this is when you would have earned whatever the APY quoted is. Now that's going to go up and down as more people come in and price in coin fluctuation, but you know what I mean, leave it in for the year, you're going to get some sick returns. Like, so just for argument's sake, or just for handiness sake here, we're going to say an MMF Crow liquidity token is what we want to make. So what we're going to have to do is go back to MMF. We're going to go back to trade. I already have Crow, and what we need now is some MMF. Okay, so the important thing with a liquidity provider token is you need to have the same or the equal monetary value in both coins in order to make the coin. So if I wanted to make a $200 worth of a Crow MMF LP, I need $100 worth of Crow and $100 worth of MMF. So the easiest thing to do is hit roughly about 40 or 50%. Now you will need some Crow to actually pay fees. So I wouldn't use it all, but the best thing to do is we'll just say, like, here 18, and that will leave us some for fees. Okay, and what we're going to do is use 18 Crow worth out of this, and that will create 18 Crow here. Right, once we have swapped that and confirmed the transaction up the top and it's in our wallet as we done earlier, what we're going to do is come down to liquidity, or the same as up the top here. Just while I'm here, you can actually see I have the SVN MMF, and it's minuscule amount. This is referred to as crypto dust. So this is what was left over when I made my SVN MMF. It's obviously the price had gone up slightly or down slightly on one of the coins, and you remember you have to have equal amounts when you're actually making the thing. You'll also have, when I was staking it in Savannah, there was it was giving me shit errors, so a whole number was better. So that's just what was left over. Don't worry about it. So in order to add liquidity, you're going to have to come down here and you're going to have to pick the two coins that you want to make an LP out of. So we've already said we wanted Crow, and we already said we wanted MMF. Now remember, they have to be equal amounts because we'll hit max. So if I wanted to do 40 Crow, it would be equal to 13.08 MMF. Now I have an insufficient MMF balance because I didn't swap it earlier on, but we would just hit this, we'd okay the transaction, and then we will have that LP in our wallet. Now I don't know if you can actually see the LPs in the actual MMF or your crypto.com DeFi wallet. There is, I've seen on the chats the lads were talking, if you use TIN and so on, you can actually see them, but I don't really care. I do it pretty much straight away. I make the LP and then I come straight over to the optimizer. So that's into the vaults in Mad Meerkat Optimizer. We would come down here with our MMO Crow, hit this button, hit max, and then we'd approve MMO Crow, pay a small fee. Boom, we are in. And the longer we leave it, if we get up to 365 days, this is the API or APY return you're going to get. If not, you're going to get 232% APR divided out. So you're getting about 0.8% return daily anyway. But it's absolutely fantastic returns. So this is how you trade coins and tokens on the DEX, and also how you make liquidity provider tokens. Now there's additional stuff on their DEXs, and there's some crazy stuff here. Like they have the Treehouse NFTs. This is where I have my MAD staked at the moment. You'll have the Meerkat NFTs. We have the launch pads. They have the games, coin toss, roulette, coin roll, dice roll, so on. If we go up to MTF and Savannah, you can go into that. But just in basic terms, this is how you swap Crow or other coins for other tokens, and this is how we make liquidity provider tokens and actually stake them in the vaults or in the farms. If you got any information out of this video, if you could hit the like and the subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.